experienced the devastating fire that burned downtown area to the ground. We lost 65 wooden buildings over a 3-block area. And whereas, in efforts to provide suitable fire protection, the fire department worked diligently with the city council to avoid another incident of tragic magnitude by improving the building codes, upgrading the firefighter training, and developing outstanding fire station facilities. Whereas, it is the desire of the mayor and the city council of Conroe, Texas, to support the members of the Conroe Fire Department for this event. Now therefore, be it proclaimed by the mayor and the city council of Conroe, Texas, that February 21st, 2020 is hereby declared Fire Safety Day. In the city of Conroe, I urge my fellow citizens to recognize and pay tribute to the firefighters for a valid job they do in preserving life and property within our community. Please give a round of applause for the finest fire department in America.
Hey, first of all, your name, sir?
Ron Liston.
And you're with Crighton.
I'm the president of the Crighton Theatre Foundation.
Tell me about the renovations. I mean, there's quite a bit of renovation going on right now.
Yes, we're spending probably about 1.8 million, raising the money to do it. We're refurbing everything. We've redone the lobby, shifted the offices. We're tearing out this wall here. We're building, the Muse building is going to be rebuilt, where the city gave us that property. It's now all dirt. We have to get all the mud out of there, put a new foundation, steel go up. So we're going to have all kinds of new restrooms, big lobby, and a bar area, you know, for drinks and so forth. And the main thing is restrooms and space for people to mill and talk.
The biggest thing is the sprinkler system, isn't it?
Yes, it is. It's a big plus. We decided it was well worth the investment.
I mean, years ago, this was just a wood building. And basically just built this back out of the ashes, what, 80-some years ago?
Well, I'm not too sure. It was a wood building at the time, but when it was built in the 30s, the Crighton family, or former mayor actually did this building, and it did a great job. And it was built to be a vaudeville theater, but never was used as a vaudeville theater. Vaudeville died before the theater actually opened. And then when it was opened, they used it for other purposes, and actually it was a movie theater for a while. And then we opened it up in early 70s. We renovated it totally, cleaned it up. It lay dormant for years and years. And the city and the county really helped refurb the whole place. The family, the state, gave the building to the people of Montgomery County. The name of the Crighton Theatre Foundation actually owns it and operates it.
Okay.
So forth.
Got it.
Now I gotta find a hole for it. I'm just gonna hold it up there like that.
Yeah. Okay, so first of all, your name?
Steve Cotter. I'm the fire marshal of the city of Conroe.
Tell me a little bit about what's going on at Crighton Theatre.
Well, we came out here today in remembrance of the fire of 1911. It's been 109 years ago. We wanted to remember the fire, but we also wanted to recognize the Crighton Theatre. After 86 years, the Crighton Theatre is going through a major renovation, and they have chosen to sprinkle the building. And that was a great expense and a big investment in their own future, and in being able to preserve this theater for future generations. So we came up with the first annual Phoenix Award to present to them, because a phoenix rises out of the ashes just the way Conroe did after its big fire. And we just wanted to recognize that they're installing the fire sprinkler system, and maybe encourage other business owners in the future when they do renovations to include a fire sprinkler.
Downtown area, how much of this downtown area is affected by the fire back?
All but I think just a handful of buildings were burned at the time. I think there were 60 buildings lost that night. It was a strong north wind. On February 21st, kind of blew through downtown, and by morning there wasn't much left. The construction at the time was wood, and when they rebuilt, as you can see with the Crighton, they rebuilt with masonry, and that's part of what kept it from occurring again. And so that was kind of a big code change 8,500 years ago, going to the masonry construction, because it was more fire resistant. But now modern building codes are suggesting that a building this size should have fire sprinklers, so we're excited to see that they've come up to modern code.
What about Conroe? I mean, all newer buildings required sprinklers, correct?
Not all buildings of a certain size or a certain use. Most assemblies where a lot of people gather, they're required, and otherwise any building over 10,000 square feet.
And what about, the other buildings downtown, these older buildings? What's it going to take to get some of those sprinkled, or can it be sprinkled?
It's usually triggered at renovation, and there's things you can do at renovation to avoid them. But if you do the fire sprinkler, you have more flexibility in your other building code requirements. So in this case, that's why the Crighton group, other than they wanted to preserve the building and increase the fire safety, it gave them flexibility with some of their other building provisions.
Speaking of sprinklers, we're starting to see some residential sprinkler systems
That's-
get popular again.
That's correct. The fire code gives us a lot of allowances for developers when they're building subdivisions, and it's starting nationwide to see a trend of people installing residential fire sprinklers. They're a lot cheaper than what we put in these commercial buildings. They require no annual upkeep, and they don't require the alarm monitoring like a commercial building does. So it's just a fraction of the cost. In fact, some of the installers in this area are putting it in brand new houses at construction. They're doing it for about $2 a square feet, which is about what you're going to be spending for a yard sprinkler system.
All right.